villages were destroyed and were used as forced laborers, and there's no chance for a peaceful life.
They got hit by big fire, you know.
Yeah.
This is same band quarter.
What's happened to all the people that have lost their homes here? Where are they staying now?
On the street. It's a camp. Also, some towns donated by the foreign country, Thailand, China, also New Zealand donate, and Australia, Japan, India.
Now we're going through this area. You can film, it's okay. Most of our children, like from that center where we're going now, where they come from. Yeah, similar with the other centers.
Myanmar, a nation scarred by its history, once filled with the promise of democracy, now engulfed in one of the world's most brutal civil wars. In 2021, the military staged a coup, overturning the results of a democratic election and imprisoning elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi. What followed was not just political chaos, but a full-scale civil war. Thousands of civilians have been killed, millions more forced to flee their homes. The United Nations has warned the country has spiraled into a deeper humanitarian catastrophe following the March earthquakes, which have left thousands dead.
The owner is demolished. The broken parts and the four people died.
The military regime has restricted international aid and has done little for the civilians affected by the earthquake and the civil war. Unsurprisingly, they've held a firm grip on the media too. Myanmar imprisons the second highest number of journalists of any country in the world, and in 2024 was the sixth most deadly country for journalists. This control the government holds over the media makes it both extremely difficult and dangerous for any foreign journalist to enter and report on the situation inside of government territory. This has led to a severe lack of coverage about the true scale of the ongoing humanitarian crisis. Yet outside of the eye of the international community, the suffering continues every single day. This is inside Myanmar's civil war.
Yangon, Myanmar's largest city, home to a population of over 6 million people. In 2023, the UN estimated that around 2.7 million people in Yangon alone live in poverty. This is 4 times as high a number as the numbers recorded pre the Civil War. It is believed nationwide that around 50% of the entire population of Myanmar lives in poverty.
The Yangon slums have only expanded since the influx of refugees fleeing the war from around the country. Hundreds of thousands of children born in the slums are never officially documented. Therefore, they are unable to enroll in government education, healthcare, employment, and many other aspects of civil life. I met up with Jochen from Sonne, an international charity focused on providing a non-formal education and feeding these children from the slums. He took me to the 3 school centres where Sonne provides an education for around 300 of these children. The children range from the ages of 6 to 12 in the younger classes. Then there are senior classes with some older children. They learn a similar curriculum to the one taught in government schools. This includes English, although only to a basic primary school level.
What is your name?
My name is Myanmar.
Sumyamon. How old are you?
I am 14 years old.
Very good. What is your favorite food?
Apple.
Apple. And what is your favorite Movie star, Yoshi Minta, Chainsaw. Ah, very good.
In the largest Sonne Center, classes such as sewing and basic computer skills classes teach older children practical skills to transition into the workforce. The textile industry is still a major employer in Yangon, and jobs in textile factories are some of the best paid jobs available to children graduating without a formal education.
Is making garments one of the biggest employers in Yangon and Myanmar then? That's one of the biggest industries?
Yeah, biggest.
It is the biggest?
Yeah, very biggest. A lot of people, a lot of teenagers working there because in Myanmar, as you know, the job opportunity is not so much. Only factory, garment factory, or maybe slipper, or clothes. This most of the people can work in the factory.
These centres don't just provide an education for these children though. For many of the children, the meal they get at school here is the only meal they will get all day.
So is this the only meal that a lot of people get?
This is their main lunch for them. Normally for them, not sure for the meal in their home. According to their parents, if they can find money, they have to eat. If they cannot find money for that day, they cannot eat well.
For these children, a meal every day and a chance to be at school offers a fragile lifeline, but in the slums of Yangon, countless others would consider these children the lucky ones. For every child in one of these education centres, there are likely 1,000 more receiving no aid at all.
Going slow, but there you see actually the only thing that makes it look a little bit better is they got a decent street now. So it's all
Wow.
That's her. Most of our children, like from that center where we're going now, where they come from. Yeah, similar with the other centers. People, they know me here, so actually it would be okay for me to walk around, but there's everywhere, like from the administration, like government, everywhere have their like spies or whatever. They're not happy to have foreigners running around here filming, or it's little monks, as you can see. Shower. It's going beyond far, so it's just on the street. I used to walk here with guests actually, but it's not a good idea because they know then obviously that we are from Sonne, like because they know me. There's no other foreigners running around here, and then they're coming to our schools and making problems there. So it's have to be.
Sonne also has a mobile health clinic which visits refugee camps providing healthcare. A few days after visiting the schools, I met up with Jochen and Sonne again. This time we were heading 2 hours north of Yangon to a refugee camp full of people from Chin State.
But there's many other communities where no one is going. Same as with our schools in where you've been last week.
Chin State is a remote region in the southwest of Myanmar, bordering both Bangladesh and India. Before the Civil War, the region was home to around 480,000 people, comprising mostly of the ethnic Chins. The United Nations believes that around 100,000 people have been internally displaced in Chin State, over 20% of the pre-war population. This is due to fierce fighting the region has seen between the government forces and the various Chin rebel groups, most notably the Chin National Army. The government forces have used their artillery and their air force relentlessly in Chin State, as they have in much of the country. Entire towns have been burnt to the ground by the military, most famously Thant Lang. Around 90% of Chin people are Christian, compared to the national average, which sits at around 6%. The military has been accused of deliberately targeting religious sites in the region, yet here in the camps far from home, their faith remains on full display. The Chin people are seen as enemies of the state, so they receive no government aid at all in these camps. They are forced to flee their homes as fighting engulfs their lands, and they arrive here with nothing. This has led to the communities becoming incredibly resourceful. Inside this camp of a few hundred people, they've started a school, make their own food, and even have initiatives for making a little bit of money, weaving various clothing and household items and selling them at local markets and even exporting them through other charities.
Nice.
Very nice.
So 1 month to make this costs 100,000 kyat, which is a bit more than $20 for 1 month's work. Those masses, yeah. And there's there's still fighting going on, and it's actually occupied their homeland by another ethnic army, so there's no chance they will be going back anytime soon, even opposite, like there's more and more people coming from this area. Many villages were destroyed and they were used as forced laborers, and there's no chance for a peaceful life or generate income, especially dangerous for the young men. Like most of the young men here, they're all in Malaysia, mostly working as illegal construction workers or in restaurants, so in order to earn some money, and they send it back here.
I spoke with the camp doctor, Dr. Ardouin. He's been working in this camp and others like it for 3 years.
Are there very common illnesses that break out in these camps? Or?
Yeah, so we have the 3 seasons in our country. So this is rainy season. We've got a lot of common cold, the flu. So it's very common in this season. So a lot of people here are suffering common cold, cough, and some kind of seasonal diseases. So we are helping them, the villagers, and so they are very happy when we arrive here.
Zoenai has lived in Myanmar his whole life, and he tells me a bit more about his healthcare background.
Did he used to work in like public health in Yangon, or did he just start working here?
Actually, I've been running a clinic in outskirts of Yangon, so for 8 to 10 years, nearly around 8 to 10 years. And now I joined with Zona these organizations, and I also will join with a social welfare organization. It's a local organization. It's a very well-known organization.
He's moving soon to study in Thailand though. Although he did not specifically say, it's a testament to the situation in Myanmar, a compounding problem as young, smart professionals leave for a better life in neighbouring countries. This only exacerbates Myanmar's already existing problems. He also told me he has family who live as refugees in New Zealand, showing how far-reaching the consequences of this civil war are.
I also have my uncle in New Zealand.
Oh, right.
Living in Wellington.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they are moved from Malaysia. There's maybe some refugees or something, maybe. So they have been living in New Zealand in almost 10 years.
I went with a few of the guys from the Sonny team to go and visit a woman called Dorthet U and her sick child. The child had serious stomach problems. The mother was using both traditional and occasionally Western medicines to try and treat the child, but without a proper diagnosis and without funding, it's extremely difficult to properly treat the child.
She also explained that his family also explained. Just now, this house as a sister.
After leaving the camp, I headed north to Mandalay, the city at the heart of the March earthquake which left thousands dead. On March 28, 2025, Myanmar was rocked by a magnitude 7.7 earthquake. The earthquake's epicenter was in the township of Sagaing, just 20 kilometers from Mandalay, Myanmar's second most populous city. Mandalay is home to over 1.5 million people and was decimated by the March earthquake. Still months on, the damage is on clear display everywhere you look, an already struggling city buckling under the added pressure of their worst earthquake in over 100 years. I met up with local guide Soso, who took me around the most damaged parts of Mandalay and Sagaing.
within 100 years, this earthquake is the biggest and strongest one. Nobody met like this one before. This is the first time for Myanmar. We had earthquakes, but not very strong, not 7.7. We had 3.5, 3.2, 2.5, something like that. But this is the biggest and strongest and terrible one. That's why many people die in this earthquake, and also, how can I say, many thousand buildings damaged by the earthquake. The earthquake is falling down. You see. Wow.
So how many do they think are dead in this one?
Oh, but government declared only just for over 4,000, 4,700, something like that. But I don't believe it. You know, still many dead bodies are underground. Many, many, because now it's just not easy to restore. You know. Because all are falling down. Earthquakes, we have two, I think in my life, earthquake is two different shades. Like this shade, and this shade. This time is this shade.
So that's what makes the buildings collapse?
Yeah. Some building is 5-story, but a ground story and first floor and ground floor, already gone underground, you know.
Yeah.
The people who live in there, nothing, you know.
What's happened to all the people that have lost their homes here? Where are they staying now?
On the street.
Right.
It's a camp.
Yeah.
Also, some towns donated by the foreign country, Thailand, China, also New Zealand donate, and Australia, Japan, India, also including China. But their life, even their life is surviving. But it's just not so easy to start again, recovery again. Not so easy, because for now everything is getting very, very expensive. More than maybe 3 to 5 times than normal. After the home they construct like this building, but they need to pay for broken damage to quit from their place, to move from their place. This is first step. Second, they need money to construct for the new building. This is not really easy. That's why many finally got that. But our government system is not like New Zealand, you know. No, very little support, not very much support, you know. That's why, you know. How can I explain to you? Life is harder than normal after the earthquake. After that, not only just for the building damage, even all the people got suffering by the earthquake. You know, before earthquake, one water grass is only just 200 yen. Now 700 yen, 1,000 yen. Wow, that's incredible. Incredible. Everything is getting very, very expensive. Yeah.
Is that because there's been a lot of damage to like crops and things?
Yes. In the field also, it's many damage. The water, this damage is not broken to the building and pagoda and monastery, not only just that. Even the river current is changing. But now many areas is flood, and under the water, their crop is already gone, and they lost everything they have. Yes, that's why. I think we need time to recover, maybe 2 or 3 years. we need it to recover.
We first headed to Sagaing, the epicenter of the earthquake, just 20 kilometers from Mandalay. It didn't take long to start seeing the damage. Every street you drove down, there were remnants of the earthquake, piles of rubble, or a half-destroyed building nearly everywhere you looked. Before we even made it to Sagaing though, we were stopped by military police. While filming going over the bridge between Mandalay and Sagaing, we unknowingly drove through an undercover military checkpoint while filming. The military police stopped our vehicle, made the driver turn off the engine and hand over the car key. What ensued was a 5-minute back and forth between the driver, Soso, and multiple military police officers.
In our country, Sagaing area, also very large area. Video ရိုက်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ရိုက်တာခင်ဗျကျွန်တော်ပြောတာစကိုင်းကြောင်ကျွန်တော်စကိုင်းမျိုးอ่ะမျိုးအကြောင်းတမိုင်းကြောင်ရှင်းပြတာခင်ဗျဟုတ်တယ်ခိုင်းတော့ကို
Many questions later, they took all of our details, including my passport and the hotel I was staying at, but eventually they let us on our way. A very real reminder of the risk of filming anything in the country, and a reminder of the police state that the citizens of Myanmar have to endure every day.
So who were the two that stopped us? Because they didn't look like police. Were they like spies?
No. They are military police.
Oh, okay.
But they wear
like undercover, yeah.
They are only just no uniform.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They are very strong. They are like the spy and like CIA.
Yeah. Okay.
When we made it to Sagaing, our first stop was at the collapsed Ava Bridge, a bridge that connected Mandalay and Sagaing, built in the 1930s by the British, now destroyed by the earthquake.
So was that a car bridge or?
Yeah. This is we use for train and boat, car.
Oh, okay.
Or car, both sides. The middle line is only just for train, but other side, the left and right is for the car. The down is no more use.
Yeah.
Already gone.
Just across the road from where we parked to look at the bridge was a destroyed building where 4 people had tragically lost their lives.
The owner is Umali. The broken parts and the 4 people died. 4 people died. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the famous nunnery. The nun and monastery is the breeding for the monk, for the male. This is for the female. We got nan. This is nunnery. Tajja Dida nunnery. It's already gone. Many days. 5-story building. 5-story already gone. Okay, many men died here. Died by the earthquake here. Yes, because already cracked down, already falling down. Very famous nunnery here. Name is Tajadida nunnery. Over 500 nuns studying here. Some nuns are like the monks. They live for the whole life. They're not going back to their normal life.
Do you know how many people died in that nunnery?
This is only just this nunnery, 18.
Jesus, yeah, one building.
Very young nun. Very, very young.
After visiting Zealand, we headed to Amurapura, where we stopped at Mahaganyon Monastery, one of the most famous and prestigious monasteries in the country. It houses over 2,000 monks at any one time, but even such a sacred place was not spared by the earthquake.
Hit by earthquake, but not big damage, a little bit of damage. You see? Wow. This is hit by the earthquake, very bad. Badly damaged. Wow. You have to rebuild again, right? Yeah.
What's the age range of these?
Yeah, usually around about the time, very young age, they start studying here. Some are 7, 8 year, 9 year, 10 year old, And they study. This is a very famous monastery because they give it very strict regulation. For the monk, they have to give for 227 regulation. But Mahaganyon is for the whole country. We have thousand monasteries. But this is the famous one. Someone who came out, the educated Panay monk from the Mahaganyon. We pay special respect to them because they already very hard studying here. This is look like Oxford University, Harvard University, or very famous university. Look like the university. Someone who already studied in here 5 to 10 years, but they going out to their region, countryside. They already hopefully stayed in here and teach to them. They are later they began for the religious leader. Yeah, that's it. From the different part of the monastery.
This monastery was once a tourist hotspot. The lunchtime rush used to be packed with foreigners, but when we visited at lunchtime, it was clear I was the first foreigner they had seen in a while. This was a similar experience when I visited Shwedagon Pagoda in Yangon, the most famous landmark in the country, and yet I had multiple locals stop and take a photo with me, showing how uncommon it was to see a foreigner at this landmark. I did not see a single other Westerner at any landmark in Myanmar, even in the hotels I was staying at, clearly showing the fatal impact the Civil War has had on the tourism industry. After we left the monastery, we headed back to Mandalay city to see the damage there. Again, like Sagain, the damage was everywhere you looked. The footage speaks for itself.
But now already gone. It's a very far, you see. Wow. Yeah. Chinese temple. Also Chinese temple broken. Chinese jewel. Also 3-story building. 3 or 4 girls also at the ground, you know. Also the dead body is coming out.
What's the earthquake here done to things like the power infrastructure? There's blackouts, right, already in Mandalay with the power?
Yeah.
Has the earthquake made that worse?
Yeah.
How many hours of the day now is the power off?
Only after the earthquake, we got only just for 4 hours. Not that, maybe 1 week. No electric power. But the later we got the 4 hour one day. Later, a little bit improving. 8 hours in one day. Now it's good enough. 10 hours in one day. Yeah, 10 hours we can cook. We can get the power enough for our phone or mobile or tablet or everything, you know. Yeah.
So, is this now back to the levels that it was before the earthquake?
Yeah. No, not the same level to the before the earthquake. Because even electric power line, because we use hydroelectric power. Earthquake hit to the dam. Many dams got the damage. The problem is the big dam damage, also the electric line damage, then not all regular electric power. Yeah.
So how many hours of power were you getting before the earthquake?
We use 15 to 20 hours a day.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's 10 hours, not every hour. Oh. Now I show you the sky pillar. Yeah, the most terrible one in Mandalay by the earthquake time, you know. Yeah, over 300 people died only just for one place. This is sky pillar. Sky pillar building, you know, already gone. Only just for the front show, front surface, only love. But this is also they were clean it. This original one is 11 story, but after the earthquake, 3 to 5 story is underground. This is sky pillar building. Hello.
Still, not all the bodies have been recovered from the Sky Villa building. Bodies have been recovered as late as August, and there are still many missing buried under the rubble. Another one of the most devastated areas in Mandalay is Sainpan Quarter. In Sainpan Quarter, as the earthquake hit, a fire broke out, tearing through multiple homes in the area. It's hard to imagine the terror the residents must have felt during this disaster, as the scenes even months on are truly apocalyptic.
That's why earthquake. They got hit by big fire, you know.
Yeah.
This is Sainpan Quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pity, you know. The whole quarter gone by. It's the same time to the earthquake. Yeah. Wow, big problem. Oh shit here. They got nothing from their house. You know. I'm a total so worried. You know. Pama gumya like. The two. Who could begin it on me? Yeah, who go. Wow. But I'm really loud. My some family from the safari by the free fire. Yeah.
Everywhere you went in Mandalay were destroyed pagodas and monasteries, symbols of history, of culture, buried by nature.
Thousand monasteries hit by the earthquake, damaged by the earthquake.
How many?
Over 1,000 monasteries, and then also 200, according to records, earthquake records, 220 nunnery and over 1,000 monasteries broken and damaged by the earthquake.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Do you know how many people lost their homes?
Home is government declared for about 4,000. And this is not 4,000. It's not right.
Yeah.
Even in my quarter, so more than 50 people, 50 family lost their house, and their house already gone. You know, this is only one quarter, small quarter, but Mandalay city has a lot of quarter. You know, yes, nobody exactly know about the, but we have earthquake in after shakes. You know, we had over 150 times already shaken. That is, some are broken and some are falling down after earthquake. Some are after the rainy and the falling down 2 or 3, 4, 5 buildings. That is still, some buildings are still very dangerous. Somebody living inside, but already big crowd, nobody know. Because why? Because too much rainy, then they were falling down, you know. That's it, a big problem, you know. That's why we cannot tell you exactly about how many buildings damaged by the earthquake, you know. Still, many damages keep going, you know. Yeah. Wow, big damage.
So what was this building before?
Monastery, Saku Monastery.
Oh, okay.
Saku Monastery. But now it's no more use. Big one.
Yeah.
Stairway also. There. Many damage. This monastery is already very old one, over 150 years old. This is constructed during before British. Constructed this monastery, but now it's already finished. Wow. A lot of donation to restore and renovate to rebuild like this monastery. This is not so easy, you know, because our government is not supporting but they support only just for government building, but not like religious building. This is religious building. It's totally different from government building, government owned building. This is only just on private donation, relying on private donation. You know. If not many private donation, it's take maybe 10 years to restore it. You know.
Yeah.
It's well less. Yeah.
Do you think Mandalay will ever be the same after this?
Yeah.
The earthquake briefly put Myanmar back into international news, but its coverage has since faded. In Myanmar, the most shocking of disasters is not the earthquake though, it is the ongoing, man-made one. For the ordinary person, which is 99% of the country, the civil war is just a never-ending natural disaster, as they have about as much influence over this war as they do over Mother Nature herself. When the media covers conflicts, there is usually a strict focus on the political aspects of them, but while politics may draw the battle lines in a conflict, the people are the real stories. Nobody is safe from war. The destruction in Mandalay serves as a brutal metaphor for the state of the nation. As long as this disaster continues, everything will crumble.